I am joined by Duncan Kearns, CEO of Third Age. We're talking STEP today, but before we unpack that, let's start with the bigger Third Age picture, the business within the group and where STEP fits into it also. Duncan, welcome. Let's start. Can you please tell us a bit more about yourself, and then let's move over to who Third Age is, what you're all about, and maybe where STEP fits into that picture.
Yes, Leonette, thank you. It's awesome to spend some time with you this morning. Yeah, Third Age Group started in the 1st of July 1996. I myself was entrepreneurial, very much against what my mother wanted. She wanted me to follow the corporate route. And after not being able to convince me, we started out with Third Age Group in 1996 in the financial services industry. 30 years on in a month's time, we're excited about the fact that we've grown to 560 staff members in the complete group. Third Age for me is important, which ties up to who I am as a person. I've always believed that you should never focus on your own success. If you focus on the success of other people, and you really work hard to help them to be successful, your success automatically becomes the sum total of that success. So we place at Third Age a huge value on partnership and relationship. And even with the advent of AI and so forth that's taking place, I still believe that in the end of the day, we still remain people, and that people want to connect, and that we need to have an ear that listens. So Third Age is a very broad-based financial services industry, from broking to admin houses, as people in the short-term industry will know, life, investments. We also have our own stock brokerage, If Capital, which is within the group. And then we also expanded into other areas where we wanted to look at doing other forms of investments. Many of our clients wanted to invest into other privately owned companies. And being what we are good at is business relationships and also developing businesses and the entrepreneurial flair, we were able to offer our clients exactly that. So yeah, Third Age is very broad-based. It's very strong on HR, marketing divisions, corporate legal divisions, accounting, tax consultants, ex-bank managers, to assist in the broader base that we get involved in. Within the Third Age base, which we believe our whole scenario is, we always enter into a trust journey with our partners, which we would say we go on a trust journey towards their financial fulfillment. I think it's important to understand that the Third Age Group, there's 4 stages in your life. The first is the age of education. The second is the age where you're working hard to develop what you have. And then there's the Third Age. All of these are 25-year generations, and then not all of us get to spend 25 years in the Fourth Age. But the Third Age is known as the age of fulfillment. And that's where the whole name of the group comes from, Third Age, towards fulfillment. Because my great passion in life is to assist people to develop themselves, to grow, to be financially successful within their Third Age, whether it be a broker that we're investing in, or whether it be a client investing with us. And then STEP is our national brokerage that has evolved over the years, and which we now have just over 40 offices countrywide. And I think the important thing to note about STEP is that although we are unique in the manner we approach things, it's not going to work for everybody. I think it's very important when you develop partnerships, which we've learned over the years, is that partners must gel and they must be able to come together, because it's a marriage. And so, we don't try and be a solution for everybody, although we are unique that we accommodate people and not very corporate. Although our business got bigger from Third Age, we believe that we're becoming more professionally run rather than a corporate. I think there's a lot of people that are adverse to corporates. And when you join that, you lose your entrepreneurial flair. And the entrepreneurial flair is something that's very dear to me. and I believe important in building businesses moving forward. So yeah, that's in short where Third Age has come, a 30-year journey. We've had exceptional growth over the last 5 years, in the mid-30s to in the 40%, which we've maintained. And I believe that's because of our partnership and relationship and honest, trustworthy approach that we have with partners. And we believe firmly that it's better to partner than to try and do everything on your own.
We've briefly touched on STEP, but for those who have no idea who and what STEP is all about, take us through that, please.
Yeah, so, okay, STEP is also, I think, important to say. You'd also notice that STEP is a double P, and it comes from the German word Steppe, which was in the old, well, many years ago, villages used to get together at what they would call a steppe. And that was important for us to incorporate that because we believe it's where business minds meet and get together. And I think the important thing to note with STEP is that we don't want to tell you how to be a broker. We want to assist you with compliance, HR, finance, tax planning, legal matters, and so forth. And in our mind, that is where we come together with all of the different uniqueness that we have to assist you in changing your brokerage from a brokerage to a business. And I think that's critical in what STEP is. I believe that there's far more to brokerages than just being a brokerage. I think that's critical because it's the client service and how you service them. I think it's important that you offer facilities, especially to younger brokers, so that they can compete with older brokers. But I think that's very much what many people do within the market. I think where STEP is unique, not that I think I know, is that we build businesses and we change the way you know, we have a belief in MIA. For those of you that were in the army, it's not missing in action. It's I believe that to change from a brokerage to a business and evolve to something much more, you have to have a changed mindset. So at STEP, it's very important that people are able to change their mind, set and how they think about things. I think for implementation is critical. So many good ideas are on the table, but they never get implemented. So we have a very big drive to implement. And then for accountability, I think it's the most overused word that is never implemented, and that is accountability. So we try and hold people accountable because in the sense that I think one of the misgivings of many brokers is that they actually don't want to be accountable. They don't want to have a budget. They don't want to be driven. They want to drive themselves, but in the end, they miss out on so much. And we've had many of the business partners that have joined us really enjoying that accountability and holding them accountable because suddenly they start to outperform what they have been doing. Yeah, so I think STEP's uniqueness is that we build businesses. You also become part of a family network that can assist you on the brokerage side, not only from a facility point of view, but also from a technical point of view, because we've created a family within STEP where people can share. You might get to do with a liability claim or liability underwriting that you're not aware, that you're not familiar with. You've got a whole community in which you can function to assist you with that. So I think we enhance a number of the areas which people are focused on. But my great pride is to build your business. There's nothing that gives us more satisfaction at STEP is to 3, 5, 7 years later look back and see how your business has evolved. And I think it's important, which STEP does very well, is to assist you on HR, on appointments, on HR matters, which you can buy into on a retainer basis. We can assist you on corporate law. We have compliance people that can assist you on driving your compliance, because I think a lot of brokers are so focused on compliance. If you're doing the compliance properly, that you get very little time to actually do your work. However, we at STEP also believe that compliance is actually crucial, although it's a hate within the industry. I've always tried and highlight to people that if you do your compliance properly, it can really rescue you when times are difficult, and you never know when that moment comes. Yeah, so I think, and our idea of compliance is far broader than just insurance compliance. It's about business compliance. I think what we found at STEP, which we drive heavily, is as you grow your business, I always say to people, when you're a brokerage, you don't have to defend much. You're attacking to get clients. Once you've built a business, your focus needs to change from just growth to also protecting what you have. And we have huge expertise within driving and building private businesses into larger businesses.
So I assume from what I hear from you, you are as Kofi ready as can be.
Yeah, we also have what I believe in is that everybody needs to focus on what they're best at. I'm not the best at compliance probably, but we have very professional people that are focused fully on that. And I think the important thing is when we partner with you is not just to focus on it and give you information, but actually to assist you and take your hand to implement it. And then thirdly, to hold you accountable. Now, I know accountable is a word that people don't always want to hear, but it's important to manage your business risk from that. And we have specialized people that are full-time focused on that, of which you become part of. And I think the other important thing which we learned at an early age in our business was it's very expensive for a brokerage to have a full-time HR, a full-time financial manager, a full-time compliance, internal compliance officer, the list goes on. What we offer is that you can actually, on a retainer basis, buy pieces of people. So it becomes affordable for you to have all of that in your office. I think the other exciting thing that STEP offers you in a way, although you are unique in being an entrepreneur within your business, and we love entrepreneurship. And I think what happens often is when corporates buy into private brokerages, there's that discord between corporate and the private individual. So for us, it's important that we can support them to grow and to make these facilities available to them at affordable prices so that they can buy all of this into their, well, I can talk about a business and not just a brokerage anymore.
So you remain ABC Brokers and you just become part of the STEP family where all your assistance in any shape and form comes from, correct?
Yes, so typically if I can, so in terms of building the national brand to give the benefit to the broker, you need to fall under STEP. There's certain matters that are non-negotiable, that ethical, trust, integrity, and those matters are non-negotiable that everybody needs to adhere to. However, what we do is, what's happened basically in 100% of our cases is that, let's say you're ABC Brokers, you now join the STEP family, you become part of STEP, and your branch then carries the ABC title. So you become the STEP National ABC branch. Because I think we attach huge value to relationships that these brokers have built up with their clients over years. And we don't want to put people through the trauma of having to get rid of their name. So basically, none of our brokers that have partnered with us have ever had to remove their name because we feel that there's value attached to that name. However, we do bring over the broad STEP overall so that when we do marketing on social media and advertising and LinkedIn and so forth with our marketing team, you can gain the benefit of that.
Who is the ideal STEP broker or advisor?
So I'm going to give you a bit of a long-winded answer, not to be political, but ideally from our perspective, we like to have, if you had to have the sweet spot, is probably a broker aged between 28 and 45 that has proven himself and now needs to go the next step. What's more in it for him? Because I think life's not just about money. Life's about building something, creating opportunity, creating jobs, employment. And I think within people as they get older, you get this feeling of, I want to be more than just seeing clients. So that would be the ideal from an age point of view, somebody that's already built up and gained experience. Now, not to get a catch-all phrase, but we have some unique models for people that want to exit the industry. We're very proud of the fact that a number of people that wanted to exit and then have sold their books with the idea of exiting over a 3 or 4 year period. literally have spent 13 to 15 years. We've got two guys that actually started with us with a 3 and a 4 year exit strategy that after 15 years actually unfortunately passed away. But what I wanted to actually illustrate is that they stayed with us because it became exciting, because I believe you just got to reignite energy, and people that are older have got a huge network that they can tie into. And that you don't have to always work harder at that age, but that you need to utilize your network, and we excel at assisting them to do that. So we have product. We have a, let's call it a product, if you can call it that, where we can assist people that want to exit the industry. We also have within the steps, what we do is on funding models, because often what happens with the brokerage is he wants to grow and appoint a new broker underneath him to basically function. So what is the problem? The first thing is the expertise to select the right person. The second thing is to set up your contracts and to analyze those people and to set it up to protect the business that you build. The third thing would be facilities for those youngsters to write business. And then one of the big things is people earn a commission. Typically, I'm not saying all brokerage, and then all that money is either saved or spent or utilized in day-to-day business, holidays, assets that they buy. So in order to argumentatively spend 30 or 40,000 to employ somebody to start up, they don't necessarily have that cash flow. So we have funding models that we put in place where we can assist you, where the first year you don't have to pay anything back, and over a 5-year period you can start in incremental payments, pay back that money. From our side, we see that as a huge investment. We may have a smaller percentage in your business. Typically, I must just state that unless you're exiting, we want to only own a maximum of 30% of your business, but we're more comfortable at 15 to 20 and even less, because we believe the higher the percentage we take, the more we kill your entrepreneurial flair, because we don't want to grow their books and there was no value add to them. So it might sound too good to be true, but it's all about developing people. And we know from there, we will be taken care of. So, so we have funding models. We also fund people. So we may buy into your book, own 15%, and then assist you to buy somebody else, but fund 100% of the capital. So we understand those models. And I mean, I've come from there myself as a youngster, starting from the bottom. I fully understand. And there's nothing that gives me more pleasure than seeing younger, middle-aged people getting the opportunity to be able to develop and live out their dreams. And I think sometimes people also just need somebody with the fear of risk and to take their hands and to step and do this journey together. So when they do appointments, what we do at Step is, if I learn from a broker, we are always sharing. So I have a famous rule that says, nothing is ever forced upon anybody, otherwise you kill entrepreneurial flair. However, everything we learn, we share. So today you'll be learning from me because I learned from Paul. Tomorrow Paul is learning from me because I learned from Peter. And what we've seen at Step is the people that have embraced this philosophy are those that have really grown phenomenally in their time with us. I mean, one of our success stories is a brokerage in Cape Town. I think they started 16 years ago with, at that stage, 12 employees, and they're now over 60 employees. So again, somebody that really embraced the Step philosophy. But again, our famous or our rule is that nobody is forced to do anything that they don't want to do. So a little bit of a, excuse the pun, pick and pay process. So everything is there for you to buy or to be part of. You can take it or leave it. And in the end of the day, it is frustrating if you see people making the same mistake over and over. But I respect that, because I think that's what's nice, that the people don't get swallowed up in a corporate and they become extremely frustrated. So yeah, we're on a growth journey, trust journey towards fulfillment. And that's what it's all about, is to help people grow.
Yeah, I really feel a family vibe when I listen to you. I really do feel that.
Yeah.
So first question, you are not necessarily buying into each brokerage. That is one of the options.
Okay, so if you look at Step, we have Step, which is where we actually buy into a broker. We do have brokers we own 100% for specific reasons because they may be on an exit strategy. But generally, we have minority stake. What we do have within our group and our family is broker support group. I won't talk too much about that because this is about Step, but our facilities are within that and all our group services are within that. So we offer the opportunity for you to be what we call a broker support group select broker. So with certain, we don't want, we're not a typical admin house that allows every broker to join. We have certain minimums that you must place with us, and we want to be on a journey with you. So, I don't want to be there as one of your options. We're either with you or we're out, but there you retain 100% ownership. What's nice about that model is succession planning and all of that is built into that model. So although you're 100% your own, there's still a succession plan built in, and we're comfortable with that because the clients are used to dealing with our administration house. And that gives you security should you become ill or a retirement, nice options where you can also retire on selling percentages. So you don't have to sell everything. You can sell nothing, and then when at your discretion you can sell 10%, 15 as you want to exit. So when if we don't own a stake in you, then effectively you remain 100% ABC brokers, but you can still use part of what we do. When we take a stake within you, then you're a Step and you form part of the national brand, and we can build your business from that side.
How old is Step? I know how old the business is, but Steps per se.
So Step itself is 12 years old at the moment as a brand. However, it was built on 3 brokerages, Consulto, which was in Bloemfontein from Johan Strauss, Chris Janeke from Linnevelde, in Bethlehem, and Vernon from Atlas Gardens, now Step, which was PCFA. We acquired that in the beginning years, all 3 of them. So if you go back to that, our experience goes back longer than 30 years because some of these guys have been in business since the 70s. So if you look at the root system, it's probably close to 50 years. If you look at the actual brand, 12 years old.
Okay, so now someone decides they want to become part of the Step family. You mentioned that it's important to say no early on in the conversation. So what process do you go through before both parties agree it's yes or it's no?
Okay, so I think in that, thank you for that question, lies actually the critical thing of who Step is and how we partner. So if I could just go back probably 25 years, 20 years, my mission when I met you as a new potential broker was to do a deal. And you almost felt disappointed if you didn't do a deal. And everything was geared in doing a deal. As we evolved over the 25 years, I think what's made us really special at the moment is that we take time to do deals. So nothing, we've had transactions that have almost gone too quickly, and I would slow the process down. People meet almost like an interview, and everybody says the right things and everybody understands everybody, and you do a deal only to find out later that maybe this is not a good marriage. So what we focus on is just a meet and greet. We spend time from a more junior level, we'll meet with you, then more senior, and then by the 3rd meeting, we get the guys involved if we see there's a willingness from everybody. I think the important thing in those first 3 meetings is to see, is there value add from us to them and from them to us? I really believe if there's no value add or potential value add, it doesn't really make sense to give away any of your ownership. So that's for us critical to ensure that people have that. Once that happens, we have an interesting way of how we go about it without making it too legal. We have full-time corporate lawyers. I don't like the word lawyers because there's always a negative connotation, that are actively involved just in the insurance industry and work full-time for us. So they understand the insurance terminology, etc. So what we used to find is, after months of negotiation, you want to put the deal together. Now you've got to get an appointment 2 weeks later with an attorney and try and explain to him what the feel is. So what would happen then is our lawyer would then sit in with us, and he's actually takes the minutes, he evolves, he listens to the discussions. As meetings evolve from there, he keeps changing the minutes and changing the deal. So from his point of view, 6 months on, when we get to a point of the numerous meetings, the transaction is actually formed during all of these meetings and the contract. Obviously, you can take that to your own attorney to go work through, etc. But the important thing is that this thing evolves. But then in that process, I think the critical thing, if you look at STEP, we talk about a trust journey. Trust is earned. It's never, you can never just, I like to trust people, but in the end of the day, you've got to earn it. And that's why I'm a firm believer that there need to be multiple discussions. We need to be in your offices. They need to be in our offices. We need to have meals together. We're a firm believer that around a meal, a lot of things are discussed. Typically in our meetings, we'd have a meeting for the day, then we'd break away, then gives people time to think about what was said. We'd get together for a meal. And always in our meetings, when we're deeper in, the next morning we have a closing meeting, because, you know, you get excited and you get carried away. And then when you get a time to break, you think of things you need to ask, etc. Then these minutes are put together, they sent out, and then we all get together again. So what we would look at, what's crucial for us is loss ratio. So that is for us non-negotiable. Many insurers have many ways of looking at loss ratios. One thing I found, in my humble opinion, over 30 years, is that you can often tie loss ratios over a 5-year period to the quality of broker. So you get brokers that move around with their books, and that's their way of doing business. That would be a no on our side, because we don't want to spend time, and we're proud of the fact that across the board, all our facilities are running at very good loss ratios. So that's for us a non-negotiable. So we would be looking at your book over a 3 or 4 year period. We also understand that if you have a smaller book and you have 1 or 2 large claims, that could be a problem. One of the that we can oversee. One of the big benefits of being part of us, you're entrepreneurial, but if you have your big claim, you don't stand out because you spread across a bigger book. We currently manage just over $1 billion in annual premium. STEP is just on 400 million of that billion. So we do allow you to be able, as a smaller broker, absorb bigger claims without coming under the spotlight. So that is for us a non-negotiable. And then the other thing is the person. You know, is it somebody that can fit in? So that you can only learn after a number of consultations and discussions. And I want to stress that it's not just can you fit in with us, it's from your perspective, can we fit in with you? And I believe that often we may be good and the potential broker may be good, but together we might not be good. And I respect that fully. It doesn't mean that in a negative way, and we'll walk away from that. So there is a subjective part to this, is, you know, if I can say in Afrikaans, we always say, is it ons diepe mense? And that for us is crucial. So we're not out there to gain the world. We want to help people become part of the world.
How many brokerage is part of the STEP?
We're just in excess of 40. We're constantly in negotiation. Some steps take 3 years to come to fruition. Others take 6 months, but we in excess of 40 brokerages now at this stage.
We deviated completely from our questions. I think it was a very, very interesting discussion. I think I want to end with, if a broker is evaluating where they want their business to be in the next 5 to 10 years, why should STEP be part of that conversation? Your selling pitch.
So I think the important part to be partnered with STEP is if that you as a broker want more than just a brokerage. And you need assistance to do that. We have the corporate facilities and the different divisions to assist you to do that. And I think importantly also the experience. We're still on a learning curve ourselves, but we've learned a lot. And the other thing is that you keep the uniqueness to be an entrepreneur and to keep your entrepreneurial flair. And then suddenly to be exposed to funding. So we are there to help fund you, or whether you're appointing people, because we see people as investment, or whether you are buying out brokerage. We also have the expertise to assist you to buy out those brokerages, not just from a financial point of view, but from a more holistic point of view. So for me, if you're a broker that wants to become much more, we are there to literally take your hand on a trust journey towards your financial fulfillment.
Thank you for a great conversation, Duncan. I think you really touch on so many points for many brokers who might be on a verge with Kofi coming. There's a lot of decisions people have to take. It feels like a mountain ahead of many people, and I think joining STEP might be just that thing that they were waiting for. So thank you for the conversation, and good luck for your journey ahead.
Thank you so much. We look forward to growing with people and to developing people towards their success.
Yeah. Thank you, Duncan.
Thank you.